Imagine you're walking on a roadway, then a fork in the road, left or right. One leads home and the other leads to 20 miles of pure, why did I do this? It's a terrifying 50-50 shot, but at least it's only 50-50. Now imagine the same scenario, but with 150 different roads, all identical, some freshly paved, some with slightly shinier signs. So how do you know which one to choose? And that is shopping today. In the 1950s, the average grocery store carried maybe 5,000 to 8,000 items. Fast forward to now, and that same supermarket stocks around 47,000 unique products. When you went to buy cereal, you chose between cornflakes or Cheerios. Now you walk in and face a wall of 147 different varieties. Honey Nut, multigrain, Frosted Flakes, vegan, organic, non-GMO.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
This is the story about how shopping turned into a psychological maze, how the idea of choice, something that we once fought for, became the thing that quietly exhausts us. After World War II, America became a factory of abundance. Production scaled up, globalization kicked in, and by the 80s, we weren't just making things, we were making versions of things. Companies discovered a new kind of gold: variety. Why sell one cookie when you can sell 10 flavors, 3 sizes, and a limited edition birthday confetti remix? From 2004 to 2016, US households started buying niche products at a steady 4.5% annual growth rate across more than 118 categories. Everything from chips to shampoo. We didn't just get more choices, we embraced it.
We'd like you to try this new Diet Cola. We call it Nature's Goodness.
Here's the twist. For all of the variety, power didn't scatter. It actually concentrated. Almost half of all US consumer product markets are now controlled by just 2 to 3 corporations. That indie-looking new healthy soda, probably owned by PepsiCo or some other big honcho. That shampoo from Garnier, Maybelline, or Kiehl's, owned by the great and powerful Oz of Nestle. You know, the same company that owns Butterfinger and Hot Pocket. It's the great magic trick of modern shopping. It is the illusion of choice.
And here they are.
You think you're supporting the little guy, but you're really just choosing which mega conglomerate gets your Tuesday paycheck. Then came the internet and the floodgates blew wide open. E-commerce erased shelf space. Amazon lists roughly 350 million products. Search running shoes and you'll get 50,000 results. Online, the endless aisle isn't a metaphor, it's a business model, and our poor brains, built for the two-road dilemma, are now trying to navigate 150 million roads with one GPS bar, praying one of them will lead us home. Psychologist Professor Barry Schwartz called it the paradox of choice. The more options we get, the less happy we are with what we pick. In another famous study, shoppers offered 24 flavors of jam were 10 times less likely to buy than those offered just 6. More choice didn't make it more exciting, made them freeze.
I know. Freeze.
That same paralysis happens every day at the grocery store, on Amazon, in Netflix, and in your brain. One Cornell study estimated we make 227 food decisions per day. Most of them are invisible, and all of them are exhausting. Freedom, it turns out, can feel a lot like fatigue. But here's the clever part. Because while we're busy comparing shampoos, the companies behind them are counting on it. Think about it. One place listing 350 million products, that's the catalog of Amazon. It's like somebody said, here's every road on earth, now pick one. So when our brains short circuit at that fork, or more accurately, that forest of forks, what do? We look for shortcuts. We look for someone we can trust, a sign we can follow, a path someone's already walked. That's why 69% of consumers say they trust recommendations from influencers that they follow. 77% of US social media users say they prefer content from influencers over scripted ads. In other words, too many roads let me pick the one with the neon sign. But then there's marketing, the billboards, the algorithmic suggestions, the bespoke ad that showed up just after you thought, hey, I need a new air filter. Because when the choice is infinite, the value flips. It's no longer just what we pick, it's who made the pick for us. The brain wants relief. The marketplace sells it, but here's the quiet twist. The overload isn't just a bug in the system, because every minute you spend deciding, you're still engaged, still scrolling, still inside of the store. But the truth is, this overload isn't evil, it's neutral. It's what we build on top of it that decides whether it is chaos or control. The smartest thing we can do as shoppers, and as humans really, is choose how to choose. It might mean skipping the 50,000 option mega store for the curated one that carries 10 good things. Or sometimes it might mean saying, this is good enough, and freeing up your brain of everything else. But choosing how to choose can take many forms. Maybe it's building your own trusted aisle, a handful of stores, sites, or brands you actually believe in, ones that earn your attention instead of stealing it. Maybe it's shopping in person for the things that matter, shoes that need to fit, furniture that needs to feel just right, and letting the rest live online. Maybe it's buying on purpose and not on impulse, waiting 24 hours before you hit add to cart. Half the time you'll realize you didn't need it anyway. And maybe it's curating what reaches you, unfollowing the brands that shout and following the voices that filter. Or maybe it's using tools that filter that noise, comparison checkers, sustainability filters, browser extensions that verify the real discounts. So your energy goes to choosing well, not just choosing often. Because the real choice of resistance in a world of endless choice isn't to escape it, it's to design your own limits inside of it. You can't control how many roads exist, but you can decide which ones you'll actually go down. No one wins the game of perfect choice. The best we can do is opt out of the endless scroll and remember that satisfaction doesn't come from finding the best, it comes from stopping the search. More choice gave us power, then it gave us paralysis. Maybe the real freedom is knowing when to stop choosing, because sometimes the best road home is just the one you finally take. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to SimplyCodes for more intelligent ways to shop without losing yourself in the maze.